Hey, hope you're all good. So, I said a while back I would revisit and show you my Breaking Bad setup since it's been sort of, shall we say, upgraded. Had a bit more love to it. So many amazing artists have worked on these figures and accessories, and I'll try to sort of give you as much information as I can off the top of my head. But I think I'm finally done. I love the show, still love the show. Planning to rewatch the whole thing again. And iconic characters and figures that will stay with me forever. So let's get started. This one here. The first one, of course, Walter White in his hazmat chem suit. Sculpt, as I'm sure you know, is by Trevor. Let me try and zoom in a little bit. Probably won't, but I'll try. By Trevor Grove. Amazing paint job by Ski Man. The custom glasses are by Astro Zombie. The best Walter White glasses out there for me. Real lenses, real delicate little frames, and they were a really good price back in the day too, but I imagine they'll be very hard to get hold of now. I should talk about this sculpt actually before I go any further. I know that Trevor redid this sculpt, reworked it for the iMini-Me release, but for me, this is the sculpt. It was pretty much as perfect can get, and hence the reason why I have two of them. I didn't want the sort of say my name looking sculpt. This is Walter White, Heisenberg for me, and I was more than happy with this one. I wouldn't want any other version, to be honest. So that's that. The suit is by GeeWhiz, or actually it was Moe's Productions back in the day when I got this one. Meth is by Echo Massacre Artistry, as is the tub that it's sitting on. The boots by Trevor, the Wallabies. I deliberately painted that colour to sort of match the hazmat suit and to offer a bit of a variant from them. Hat by Entropy, and some custom fat stacks. The gloves, I'm not 100% sure if they were Ghostbusters gloves or they may have come from one of the other sort of Breaking Bad releases that came out, and the 3M gas mask is by Entropy also. So let's move across this guy. So we've got a Los Polos Hermanos bag. We all know who runs that company and what it's a front for. We've got some fat stacks inside, and we've got decked out in classic gangster Gus. Beautiful sculpt by Rocco, and a fantastic paint job by Hillier. Beautiful job. I didn't want the face-off sculpt. That was a very small part of the show and a small part of the character. I wanted Gus looking how Gus looks throughout, and I thought, what better outfit to have him in than a full classic gangster outfit. The glasses on this guy, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I can't remember where I got them from. I've had them a while. But he's awesome, and he's really hard to get hold of these days. So I'm super glad to have him in the collection. And then this guy. So many of you may remember this was the one I was planning on sort of updating upgrading, giving some love to, and I bought the 3-0 Heisenberg figure to put here to replace the custom one I did have here. Nothing wrong with the 3-0 figure. I'm not knocking anybody that has it, but for me, it didn't fit right with these two. It looked a lot bigger than these two figures. Anybody who owns that figure will perhaps know it's quite large, which is fine if you're displaying it on its own, but if you're displaying it alongside Trevor's Walter, then it didn't look right. The proportions were off for me. And like I say, I'm not bashing it, and I do still have it. If anybody wants it, it's boxed up, sealed, ready to go, complete, and I'll give it for a fantastic price if you're interested. As I stated before, if you're one of my subscribers and you're watching this, then I'm already in your debt. So if you want the 3-0 Heisenberg, hit me up either by private message or in the comment section, and I'll hook you up. I don't want a fortune for it. I'll gladly help you out. So this one here is, of course, the same awesome original Trevor Grove head sculpt, but there's a difference between this one, and that is, if you can't tell on here, is the paint. So I'm not a big fan of having two figures of the same character with the same sculpt. I know obviously it looks very different because he's wearing the hat and glasses, but all the same, I try to avoid it if I can. But with this being my preferred head sculpt, I didn't really want to go down any other route. So what I decided to do was, I decided to go from sort of an early on Walter White to Walter White / Heisenberg a bit later on, when he was, I know it sounds a bit grim, but he was ill, and he looked ill, and he was quite pale and peaky, and he lost some weight. Now that's one of the other things that frustrates me with some of the Breaking Bad Walter Whites and Heisenbergs that have come out or been made. A lot of people think he needs a fat suit on and needs padding out. I don't. I just don't. When I think of Bryan Cranston, I don't think of someone fat in any way, shape or form. I mean, sure, he's a guy of a certain age. He's not like a stick, but he's certainly not fat, or not in my eyes anyway. So I didn't want to go down that route. So this version here is a bit paler. He's certainly not got a fat suit on, and he looks outstanding, to be honest. The paint job on this was done by Greggo, and I'm going to attempt the impossible and try to take the hat and glasses off and show you what it looks like underneath that. So the gun that you saw in my last video has been upgraded. This is a much more accurate, better quality piece. A lovely snub nose to go with them. Again, the Wallabies by Trevor, painted by Greggo. Just offer a nice contrast to these ones. Lovely trousers and belt. Nice shirt and undershirt. The jacket I've got on this is a custom jacket, and of course we've got the Entropy hat and the Entropy glasses. Now these are sort of the accessories to get hold of if you're creating a Heisenberg, and anybody who has will well know that they're quite tricky to get hold of nowadays. Luckily I was able to pick some up back in the day when these figures were first being made, before all the other companies bashed them out. And I will just try and remove these glasses one-handed and let you know, or let you see, should I say, what the paint looks like underneath. So just bear with me a second. There we go. Pop them there. Pop that there. And if you can see, that paint job and likeness, even the teeth, the eyes, it won't be doing it justice here. I've got the lights on in my cabinet to try and help you guys see, but that paint job and that sculpt, come on, you can't beat that. It is absolutely perfect. And now you see them both side by side. They both look equally awesome, but they both look very, very different. Method game by Mike Echo. And that's about it really. This video's already gone on longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to show you guys sort of what I've been working on and tweaking. For some reason this figure always looks a bit squat on video, but it doesn't in real life. So there you go, there's my complete 1/6 Breaking Bad setup. I do have a Mike head sculpt, but I'm not planning to use him. He wasn't my favourite character. These 2 or 3, shall we say, were my favourite characters, and are the only representations I'm planning on having from the show. So let me know what you think, guys. Do you like them? Do you hate them? You know I appreciate the views and comments. And like I say, if you are interested in the 3-0 figure, do hit me up and I'll do you a really good deal. So stay tuned for some more videos and figure reviews coming soon. See you later, guys. Bye bye.